Hi, welcome to ESB's attack macro tutorial for 4.06. First, let's go into our functions and make sure that our options are set correctly. On the first part, you're going to see window mode. It doesn't matter about the resolution, doesn't matter, and classic mode. The second part we're going to go into is functionality, and we're going to click to move to auto move to skill range, and also auto select target when using skills. This is extremely important that this is checked. Okay, we're going to hit apply. We're going to go out to the macro itself. I'm using two buffs, one set at 29 minutes and the other one set at 3 minutes. So I just put the magic, those balls that you pick up here, I just put them in skill bar 2 so that it'll automatically delete those out as we go along or as the bot works. Oh, looks like I got a couple of stars in the video already. Let me get rid of these guys. I'm going to set up my toolbar so I only use one combination, or I'm going to try to get it where I don't use a whole lot of mana while it's whatever it takes to kill the mobs. That's about it. Okay, anyways, alright, so I'm only using the two buffs. Color variance is again the shades that the bot will look for depending on your graphics card. If you're having problems with it running, you might want to bump it up to 8 or 9, or not over 10 though. Health check, it has to be set before you start the bot. The rest mana time is the length of time that the macro will rest to heal your mana up. And that's set in seconds, so 20 seconds is what it's set at right now. Your rotation, of course, is how far it will turn after the battle. Your move is how far it will move forward after you turn. Right now in this area, I'm just going to put it in slightly rotate and rotate in one direction so that it goes in one direction and tries to pick up everything around me. The second thing, or the next thing, is the latency. I like to set the latency up a little bit. Now, latency has to do with how well your macro is looting, and also to keep the macro in time with your screen background. Okay, so we're going to start it here. And I'm using skills 1 through 6 here. The first input tells how many times it's going to fire that skill. The second input tells it how long to wait before it fires the next skill. And I'm going to put this as 0. Oh, got another star. I should do a combo on him. On the front page, if you look, there's a spot there that will show you your class and the best way to set up your toolbar for certain combinations, in case you're not familiar with the game. And of course, if you're attacking higher strength mobs, you want the best combos you can get, and your timing will have to do with that too. So okay, so I'm just going to be using skills actually 1 through 5 or 1 through 6. Well, let me change that to 5 because I don't want a whole lot of. Okay, here we go. We're going to start. Right, the first thing it's going to ask you is to click on your mana bar. Now this is where you are going to rest at. So I'm going to put this fairly high so I can show you the rest function in this on the macro. I'm going to put it right in here somewhere. Okay, the next thing it's going to ask you is to click on the end of your health, which is right in here. This will determine when the bot comes out of rest mode for health check. The next thing it's going to ask you is to click on the end of the mob health, which would be right here. The next thing it's going to ask you is to click on the fire slot. So we're going to go down here and we're going to click on our first fire slot. This must be a ranged weapon. Okay, so here it goes. It's going to start. It's going to turn and target an enemy. And then it'll try to run up there, I imagine. Yep, there it goes. And this is a pretty clean build. 4.06 has been you guys that have been using this ESB's attack macro realize that this is like, I don't know how many builds we've had on this, but it's been a long road to get to this point for a decent, clean pixel search bot, and most people I think are pretty satisfied with it right now. There will be some changes coming up. We're looking at some functions that will search out a target in a given area, um, and then run up and try to attack those targets. As you see, well, I'm getting low on health because I just had three guys attack me here. So it should go into rest mode first. So it's going to play the 0 bar here, probably, because of the way it looks. Yeah, and so it's playing. It's going to play. It's going to play the 0 bar until we're healed up here. Now, this green, your health bar, will have to go all the way to the end where you click that before it'll start back. If it had been mana all the way down, it would have played toolbar 9 for the given amount of time that you have on your mana rest. And that's about it, guys. Make sure that when you're running the bot, when you start it out, that your health check is set, and your rest mana time is set, and that you get good reads on your background pixels. So try to click in the center of where you're where it asks you to click. Like if it asks you to click on your mana bar starting out, make sure you get a good clean read here. So try to get in the very tip of your arrow there. Make sure it's in the center of your mana bar. On the rest function, make sure that you're in the center and at the end of your health region. It'll have to be in the green area because that's what it's looking for, is that color when it stops to rest. So make sure you click towards the end, and make sure you click in the center. Same way with your mob. Make sure that you click towards the end and you get a good clean read, and click in the center of your attack, your first attack macro, or your first attack skill. These have to be clean reads for the attack macro to function properly. And that's about it. I hope you enjoy using this macro, and we'll see you on the next update. Thanks.